never stays a day. A bad luck's always coming my way.
It's crazy. We've been driving for what feels like forever up this mountain to this place called Lake Piru. I've heard it called Piru, but I do believe it is called Piru. A sign here that says, "Welcome to Lake Piru, boating, water skiing, fishing, camping, recreation area established 1955. In all actuality, it's not really a lake at all. I mean, it's a man-made lake because of a dam. But it is beautiful. Looks like there's one boat out on the water today. All right, I stand corrected. There's a couple different people out today in their boats. Looks like they're fishing. If you look very, very closely, especially down there by the shore of the dam, you can see one of them. And how beautiful is this? But even though this place is very beautiful, beyond words even, the views are spectacular. Something very tragic happened here. Actress Naya Rivera died in a drowning accident while on a pontoon boat with her son in this very lake.
This morning, a desperate search and rescue mission resuming for former Glee star Naya Rivera, who disappeared Wednesday after swimming in Lake Piru, about 56 miles northwest of Los Angeles. Police say the 33-year-old actress and singer rented a pontoon boat at the lake's reservoir around 1 p.m. Hours later, her 4-year-old son was found in the boat alone, sleeping and wearing a life vest. An adult life vest was also found on board.
Sadly, Naya Rivera passed away on July 8th, 2020. And at the time of recording this video, it hasn't even been a full year yet. You can still boat here at this lake, but I do believe that they closed all swimming. Looks like somebody left something here for her. After driving around the lake for quite some time trying to find a good spot, found this cliff that you can pretty much walk out to the edge and overlook everything. Trying to get a good shot or a good idea of where the marina is. I know it's right near the beginning where we entered, and we're gonna get down to it and get a closer look at it. But if we look over this way, I'm gonna zoom in about the center of your screen. You can see the boat marina right there. Because she was well loved and well known, I am sure you know the story about what happened to her, but in case you don't, she was an actress, Naya Rivera, from the TV show Glee. She had an amazing voice. She came out here one day to get away with her son, and they rented a boat for a 3-hour block. Went out on the lake. 3 hours passed, they didn't come back and check in, so people were like, wait, what's going on? So they went out looking for them, and they found the boat with just Naya Rivera's son on it. He was sleeping and she was nowhere to be found. Using sonar and divers, they searched for 5 days for Naya Rivera in this lake. And they said because the waters were so murky, it was kind of like searching with Braille. They pretty much couldn't see anything, and they were just feeling around in the dark to see if they could find her. And eventually they did.
We have breaking news in the search for Hollywood actress Naya Rivera. A body has just been found at Lake Piru. Sky 2 captured this footage about a half hour ago. A body brought from one of the search boats to the coroner's SUV. Dive teams have been searching Lake Piru since Thursday, a day after Naya Rivera vanished after boating with her 4-year-old son. They used sonar equipment to scan the bottom of the lake in order to zero in on the body.
Right now the water levels are pretty low, but you can see this boat dock right here, this boat ramp. And about the center of your screen, you're going to see like 2 platforms. In the news clips, when they found Naya Rivera's body in the lake, they showed those in the news clip. The cause of death is listed as an accidental drowning, which is a little odd because after the fact, those who were close to her said that she was a very good swimmer. With that being said, the events of that day leading up to her death, well, here at the lake, seemed to be very simple. Afterwards, they were able to interview her son, and he said that him and his mother went out on the lake for, a 3-hour adventure, a 3-hour getaway. He was wearing a life vest and she was not. They stood on the boat, they counted to 3, and they both jumped in. And almost immediately, she pushes him back up onto the boat. And as he turns around, he sees his mother go under the water, her arm raised, calling out for help. Where I'm standing at right now, it is extremely windy. I kind of have to brace myself. And I've been swimming, I've climbed into boats. It gets very tiring. So who knows? We may never know what exactly happened to Naya Rivera when she was in the water. Reports came out that she had vertigo, that she was a little weak towards the end and that point of her life. I don't really know about any of that. The autopsy showed that there was no drugs, no alcohol in her system. Purely accidental, just very sad. Sometimes in life you just never know what's gonna come your way. The only thing you really can do is just live each day to its fullest and hope that the next day is gonna be even better. Now before we go down to the actual marina, I wanted to give you an idea of the scale of this place. And that's it. Crazy, right?
If I die young, bury me in satin, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. Oh, oh, oh. Lord, make me a rainbow, I shine down on my mother. She'll know I'm safe with you when she stands under my colors. Oh, yeah. Life ain't always what you think it ought to be. No, ain't even gray, but she buries her baby. The sharp knife of the short life. Well, I've had just enough time. Ooh, yeah. So put on your best, boys, and I'll wear my pearls. What I never did is done.
Like I mentioned earlier, absolutely no swimming or wading allowed. Danger hazards exist. I point out the no swimming signs because it's actually a very important part of the story surrounding Naya Rivera's death. You see, after she passed, her family, her estate, her ex, and for the future of her son, they sued the county. I think it's the county. Because at no time up until this point were there any kind of signs or anything around the park that said, hey, there's a danger here, please be careful, no swimming, or anything like that. Any kind of hazard signs, there were zero. Yeah. We can't walk out to the docks at this time because they are all blocked off You have to be a park ranger or somebody on patrol at this point in order to get out there. So from right here at the launch ramp is where we will stay. Not sure if you can hear it, but coming in off the wind, somebody on that hill on the far side of the cemetery is playing music and singing. It's really nice. I promise you in the future, we will be back to pay our respects to so many people that are buried here. But today, we're heading to the Sanctuary of Enduring Protection to pay our respects to none other than actress Naya Rivera. Her final resting place is over here in the corner, the back part of the cemetery. Beautiful part, nonetheless. And there it is. Naya M. Rivera. 1987 to 2020. Amazing mother, daughter, sister, and friend. Heaven gained our sassy angel. I like that. There's a quote, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you." It's actually really nice. I feel a little bad because obviously there's white roses here and I brought purple, but they will have to do. There we go. See, that looks nice. At the flower shop at the beginning of the cemetery, they had all kinds of different flower colors to choose from. But for some reason I kept thinking purple because all day long at the lake where she died, I kept seeing this purple flower just all over the place. It kept popping up. So I felt purple was absolutely perfect. And I don't know, I think it's kind of nice.
Wherever I come, bad luck is coming my way. Wherever I go, hard luck is there to stay. Good luck never stays a day. Bad luck's always coming my way.